Okay, so we're just going to explore the area really quickly, find all the items and stuff. Might as well talk to this guy.
What do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no celebration here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum.
Very nice of you to say so.
Too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out.
Okay.
There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Sure is. Humanity times 3. Yeah. Apparently we can't step up onto that. So that makes complete sense. Okay, let's go find everything ever. Go into here. I think these are fire bombs. Yep, fire bombs. Fire bombs are like completely useless. That's not true. They do have their uses, but I pretty much never use them. I don't think I've ever even used a black firebomb. Talk to this guy.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am
You're
Petrus
correct.
of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Is this better? Then I can't talk to you.
Hello
this?
there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
Uh-huh.
Take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Why, thank you. I like my copper coins.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Absolutely.
Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Yes. Okay. First covenant of the game. There's a few different covenants. I'll try and find them all. I'll try and get them all.
Now let me share my miracles.
I know where they all are.
Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Learn gesture, shrug. So these are all the miracles we can learn. I don't really want any of them. Talismans, you need a talisman to learn miracles, but
the effectiveness of the teachings depend
buy one here
upon
because we're
your
going to find
faith.
one in about 60 seconds. Anyway, right now we are part of Way of the White Covenant. Now, as far as covenants go, this one's pretty freaking boring. Basically what Way of the White Covenant does is, hold up. Okay, no, cool. Basically what Way of the White does is it allows you to co-op slightly easier with other people in the Way of the White Covenant. I'm pretty sure. But, there we are. First covenant achieved. If you want to join another covenant, I would strongly advise that you go back to them, the person that you made the covenant with, and abandon the covenant there, not just join another covenant. And I will probably touch base on that later, but basically it's not good if you just join another covenant. It's really not good. So up here there's quite a lot of stuff. Took me a little while to find this place, but it's a good place. I'm not going to equip the Morning Star because it isn't better. It's actually worse, quite a lot worse. Okay, so when we drop down here, we are going to run to the left, not the right, because as you can see, we got some skellies coming to life. Skeletons are kind of annoying, especially at this low level. So we're just going to run back to the bonfire. Now the bonfire resets all enemies, that includes their location. So if you're being chased by somebody, or something, rest at a bonfire. I don't think it counts for NPCs like him. Like if you were fighting him, he would not get reset by the bonfire. Black Knights, when we get to them later, I don't think they get reset by a bonfire. I'm not entirely sure. I've never had to go to a bonfire while fighting one. Around, thank you. Solve Lost Undead. So you can have 5 items equipped at once, and I would recommend having only 2 or 3, because cycling through 5 items can get pretty tiresome. And it'll often end badly, so if you get to a point where you know 3 of them, or you know the 3 that are in your inventory, it'll probably help out quite a lot. Anyway, back to here, and I'm pretty sure that's everything in this area. There's not a lot to find here. Good. So, moving on. Now, if we went right, back where I said we need to go left because the skellies were going to chase us, if we went right there, we would have ended up in a part that's really not meant for this level of character with this equipment anyway. And the real problem with the club is that, well, we can't combo hits, we just have to do one and then another one. Just stupidly spammy, but anyway. Hello. In the back. Backstabs are always good. Shit, I'm about to get firebombed. Thank God I moved out of the way of that. I hate these firebomb guys. So annoying. Come on. Yeah, here he comes. Okay. Battle axe guy. So guarding against an attack, you'll see, reduces your stamina. If your stamina gets all the way down to the bottom, then you'll have a guard break. It also works on your enemies, but guard breaks are very bad because they leave you completely open to an enemy attack. It's not so much a problem in PvE, except for a couple of enemies and pretty much all bosses. But in PvP, it can be a problem. Okay, so you want to jump across to here, and to jump, pretty much just hold down the sprint button, and then when you get to the point that you want to jump, release the sprint button and press it again really quickly to initiate the jump. Or just tap it, I should say, and you will jump. So sprint, release, press, and jump. And a Ring of Sacrifice, if you equip it, it will stop you losing your souls if you die. And your humanity, I think. So if you've got a lot of souls, something, you don't think you can make it back to a bonfire, you just want to be extra cautious, equip that. Go, ratty. Nope. Stay away from me. Jump attack. Rats can drop humanity. In fact, the first, I don't know, dozen or so times I killed this rat, it dropped humanity for me each and every time. I don't think it's ever done it since, but rats can drop humanity. Which is always nice. Everybody likes humanity. Everybody needs humanity. How about we try some parrying? Now this is how I fail. Oh my god. Come on. Nope. Fine. Screw and you. What are you doing? Fine. Backstab it is. Camera control, so awkward. Two-handing obviously increases your damage output, but takes more stamina and pretty much has the longer recovery time, so if you don't hit your target, you're left open for longer. Anyway, secret areas and stuff. Come through down here, we can find a few secret-ish items. None of them are particularly good. Wait for these guys to get up so we can kill them. In the face. And if we come back to here, there's one more item in here. These souls, you can munch on them. Ow! Where did you come from? I had no idea there was another one there. Come on. Yeah, you can munch on them to get a few extra souls. They're not worth very many though, so... Basically just hoard a whole bunch of them and then spend 20 minutes eating them all. Some of these guys you can hit off the edge, like this one right here. And this one right here. These other two you can't though. Rubbish is good. It doesn't really have any immediate uses, but hang on to it. Make sure you hang on to it. If we come up to here... Actually, I have no idea what this item is. Humanity, there you go. I thought it might have been humanity, but I was not entirely sure. So, I'm gonna find pretty much all the items, but for the most part, it's pretty boring, so I'll probably just speed up the videos of me exploring the areas and getting everything. It's not until I get to interesting sections or, you know, the boss of an area that I'll actually come back to regular speed. We'll see. We'll have to see. Just come up to here. This bit's pretty cruisy and straightforward. And that is probably one of the scarier things in this entire game. Thankfully, you don't have to do anything to it if you don't want to. You can't actually get killed by standing underneath it, which I think is odd. For a game that prides itself on being cruel, to be that lenient is kind of odd. Ow. Well, that did not work out very well at all. Back up. Heal. Really? Traded? Fine. Get down. I hate the crossbowman. This crossbowman is undoubtedly the biggest threat in this area, but you can hear every time he fires his crossbow. I died here. So, it should be pretty easy to dodge. Bloodstains indicate where somebody dies and shows you their last movements. Let's see what happened to this young man. Or woman. Fell off the edge. That is the most common way for people to die in this game, is falling off the edge. Anyway, here is bonfire at number 2. So this is pretty much the halfway point for the area. I am going to rest at this bonfire. And now we're going to continue on. So, like I said, once you rest at a bonfire, all the enemies respawn, as they have so done here. Really? Stop backstepping. It's annoying. Blam! Wait up a second. Ah, there you go. So apparently the heavy attack for this weapon is just a jumping attack. I never knew that. Probably because I never use clubs. In the back. Now that is a parry and a riposte. So as soon as an enemy's attack is about to hit, if you can use your heavy attack basically in the shield in hand, you'll do a parry, and if you can time it right, it'll leave the enemy wide open for a very powerful attack. I'm not particularly good at them though, so I probably won't be doing them. Easy enough. Die. So the only reason I'm really going through all these enemies and getting their souls is because...
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.